Actually, he said, if you don't disturb me.
Yeah.
If you don't disturb me. And
then he's disturbing me all the time. And they have so many points that I almost canceled the whole project, saying that no more filming, no more following. I'm not an actor, I'm a parliamentarian, stop now. And then he will send me an apologize message later that day, say that this project need to keep going. You just remind some of my fans. Yeah, they would burn the KMT flags in a concert. That's quite dangerous. That's quite dangerous for the security as well. Then they burn the KMT flag and throw on the stage. So it's dangerous for me too, because they just throw a fireball to me. So
backfire.
So I can't really find a correct answer for all the different situations, but basically I always try to give them this kind of... I try to let them know that we need discipline to achieve what we want. We need plans, but in a hilarious way. Hilarious way.
Not Obama. Yeah.
Okay. I don't, because you can't. I think the young people don't like you to educate them. They like you share some hilarious or cool stories. So I always try to let them know in this kind of way that, like how I post my fan page. I don't just post my the issues I stand for. Sometimes I post the lyrics of some songs that might represent the issues I stand for. So how to find the languages that can connect to the young people and deliver the message with them, that's how I do. I know that there are some small parties who play key roles in the European parliaments, in the parliaments in different European countries. But I think my own opinion, I don't consider New Power Party to be play that role, because it means that 前提的英文怎么讲? It means you yeah. I can't pronounce that. It means that you it means
precondition.
That yeah, you precondition that the KMT and DPP bipartisan will always be there. And you are the key small party playing small role. But my goal is to replace KMT. There's no longer KMT. So I hope next time when the transitioning the party, it will not be KMT peace transit on. I hope it will be my party. So that's what we are doing. We are trying to gain the public's trust and try to find more good young people and train ourselves and to step by step if we want to say that in an easier way to categorize the parties in Taiwan, I would say KMT is pro-China conservative, DPP pro-China, pro-Taiwan conservative, and we are pro-Taiwan liberal. So the thing is that our bipartisan should be pro-Taiwan conservative versus pro-Taiwan liberal, not pro-China versus pro-Taiwan anymore. So when we get to the stage which the bipartisan is both pro-Taiwan but conservative and liberal, then I think the constitutional reform will happen then. Because both parties support the normalization of the state. That's much easier than convince KMT. I don't think it goes anywhere to convince KMT to follow our goal. Yeah. Yeah, but I do. Yeah, sometimes your embassy, your representatives in Taiwan will visit me to exchange ideas. So I do sometimes will have some conversations with the government. And first of all, of course, I need to strengthen the relationship between Taiwan and Germany and to find both sides' interest to benefit both sides' people. That's the main goal. I don't talk too much about China, but personally, I think China, how German government treat Chinese government. I think it's you are one of the government, the boldest government in the world actually. Yeah, you even Merkel. She spoke about human rights when she visited China. It's not all the prime minister or presidents who visit China dare to speak about the human rights condition. Why the younger generation being called natural independentists, 天然独, because there is no this kind of debate if Taiwan should be a part of China anymore in the younger generation. It's very difficult to find this kind of debate, which happened a lot in the older generation. So that's why the younger generation has been called natural independentists, because they're born in a free country that we vote for our own government, we rule our own government, we govern ourselves. So it's not like the old days that we have to debate with the government what's right or wrong. The younger generation, if they think the government is wrong, they will vote for the other guy. So they naturally think that we are a democratized country easily. It's the total amount of the Scandinavian 5 countries combined together. We are a market like Scandinavia. So you don't really have to compare Taiwan to China. Not just because we are right next to China, so we are so small. If we put in the map of Europe, then we are Scandinavia. We keep moving forward. So if they force Taiwan to join to another authoritarian governing body, it's just kick us back to 50 years ago, and we will survive from that. Yeah, I definitely we will fight back and survive from that because we have done that, and because the one China problem is the allies, not you guys. The allies, after World War II, they dump the one China problem. They dump KMT to Taiwan. So one China problem becomes in Taiwan. So the world dumps some garbage in Taiwan. Not just, I hope not in the future, but the world done this before. I always think that Taiwanese should be optimistic because we've been through so many difficulties. If we go to pessimistic direction, what happened to the Tibetan people, or what happened to the Chinese people who are under oppression by the Chinese communists? You see Huang Yan, who is the Chinese democracy movement activist who escaped from China to Taiwan now. He stays in Taiwan now. If the Taiwanese be pessimistic, then where is the hope for them? Where are hopes for Tibetan people, Chinese people, Hong Kong people, or those people suffering in Middle East, in North Africa? There are so many more places are more miserable than Taiwan. We should stay optimistic and cheer everybody up. Yeah.